Hello and meowdy YouTube! We are back with memes of your childhood. Yes, this is a meme video. It's been quite a while since we've done a meme video like this. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and let's dive right on in.
These are the most popular outdoor toys ever made. I must have missed the meeting
my
when
gosh.
step 5 happened. This is the baby shark of the 2000s kids.
I freaking remember hearing the Gummy Bear song literally everywhere. I think everywhere you went, the Gummy Bear song, or the Gummy Bear song was being played.
Hear this picture. One burns you alive, and the other one electrocuted.
These were both terrible designs. I don't know why these both were made this way, but they're both terrible slides.
You with static. How strict were your parents? My parents could speak to me with their eyes. Only rare ones remember.
When you couldn't like do a phone call and use the computer at the same time.
Was always not working. THX, the loudest noise of your childhood. Scared the hell out of me every time. The original auto-tune. So
and what else? Used to yell into the fan or no? Was that like you guys had to be yelling into the fans also as a child, right?
Did anyone else go through a phase as a kid where you were genuinely concerned about the Bermuda Triangle? 6-year-old me was like, bro, why are we not solving this problem? I can both hear this image and feel it hitting me in the face. Anyone else?
You always, you always had one kid in your class too that would whip these. And the teacher would be like, don't throw them too hard. And then you had that one kid. Maybe you guys are that one kid who are watching this video. But you always had one that would absolutely just whip it.
Smell it. Thinking it was illegal to turn this light on while your mom was driving. I will never get over the fact that this was the first YouTube app icon.
Oh my god. No, I don't like this anymore.
Only OGs used to have these on their ceilings in their room. The flavor of the wooden spoon haunts me to this day. 7-year-old me when the computer wasn't even turned on.
You had to pretend like you were using the computer. We all did, okay? And now look at us. We're all on the computer anyways.
Overthinking during childhood. What do you remember?
You're telling me if I eat a watermelon, it's not going to grow from my stomach? If I eat a watermelon seed? What?
Most from your childhood. Hey, did you ask yet? Me. No, my mum's in a bad mood. Me in my childhood, for no reason.
Yeah?
If you don't got one of these on your legs, you are soft.
Oh my gosh.
7-year-old me, half asleep in the back of my parents' car. Me, mapping every turn in my head to see if I knew where I was. How are kids these days vaping? When I was a kid.
Wait, how are kids these... We have kids out here vaping these days? Ain't no way, though. But we probably do. That's so tragic.
To figure out how they got cars into malls.
How they got cars into malls? Bro, I'm still trying to figure that shit out.
Was there always a bite taken out of these because they were so good? 9-year-old me watching.
What do you mean they were so good? What did the foam taste? You guys eat foam footballs here? Hello?
Television with my parents, not moving a muscle, so they don't know it's past my bedtime.
Not moving a muscle. The minute it's like 30 minutes past your bedtime, but you don't want to say a thing because if you say a thing, you're going to be sent to bed.
Ball played a big role in almost everyone's childhood. This is the ball every kid played with in a store, but actually
looks
never
like a bowling ball.
Or took a turn. This picture just got stuck to the roof of my mouth. Who remembers these? These won't erase
the smelly ones. They won't erase anything, but they smelled good. Listen, you had to.
And they taste horrible.
And oh my gosh, were you guys just eating everything? Is your childhood just about eating everything?
What was your favorite struggle meal growing up? You ever had...
Bro, I still eat all of these. You ever had sleep for dinner? What do you mean struggle meal growing up? These are still all things I eat today.
Sleep for dinner. Total Wipeout was a legendary show, hands down. Bro, I used to think I could finesse all the obstacle courses. You don't know concentration until you have to take this thing from the sink to the freezer. Before Snapchat and Instagram was around, this is where you showed off your outfit. Never forget where you came from.
This is where you showed off your outfit? You showed off your outfit, the pencil sharpener? Were you like the cool kid if you were selected to use a pencil sharpener? Is that why?
Used to cut tongues viciously. Another childhood pleasure, which has no explanation.
Nah.
Me in my childhood, without any reason. I am now convinced that most of us have the same childhood.
I think we did.
Throwback Thursday. Where is computer number 9? We are not leaving until it's...
Oh my gosh. I remember getting these wheeled into the classroom. No, this is creepy. I don't like it here, guys. I don't like it. I'm too old for this. I don't like it here.
Back in the card. Elementary kids have iPhones, but this is what I did in elementary.
Oh my gosh. Bro, it was fun, okay?
Not a cell phone inside, just people living in the...
Oh my I love it here. I love it here. I love it
in the early
here.
2000s, when your aunt would have a random bowl filled with blue glass pebbles sitting in a windowsill. Anyone else?
Same with like, you know, like the jelly candles that you used to like stick your fingers into normally at like your grandma's house. Does anyone remember them? No, just me. I don't know. But there used to be like this weird jelly candle. Your grandma would be like, "Don't touch them," and then you'd always want to play with them. And then your grandma would get mad at you because you were playing with them. You know what I mean?
Just remember when kids in school used to do this. Wait for it to dry, then eat
peel it
You
off.
had me all the way up until you said,
"What do you mean eat it?"
Kids who played with their DSs like this are all now in prison. VeggieTales characters as vegetables. I found this image in the deepest crevices of my memories. What is this, and why do I remember it?
We all remember it. They banned push pops? Okay, well, if you're making a shank out of a push pop, I can see why it's banned. Okay.
And push pops in school because people were sucking them into pointy weapons. Who else remembers the temporary buildings at school that were up for decades? Today's kids will never know how big of a deal it was to go to the computer lab.
You go to the computer lab, and then like a majority of the games are blocked because your school board blocks all the games, and you're only allowed to play like that stupid little math game.
This mustache obsession was so cringy.
I don't get this.
Was undoubtedly
I never got
the weirdest part of the 2012 hipster trends. Y'all millennium babies wouldn't understand. This was Netflix before Netflix. Only the real ones had the bootleg DVDs with the Sharpie label. I'm this old. Damn, y'all are going deep into the vault for this one. When things used to be so simple. Sometimes I wonder if we all actually had the same childhood.
I think we did. I think a majority of us had similarities within our same childhood. Not the same childhood, but we did have those similarities.
7-year-old me disassembling and reassembling my pen. Did anyone else's parents make them go to sleep early 2 weeks before school started?
Yes! Oh my god! Yes!
Crack the egg was all fun and games until you got hit with a double bounce and went flying off the trampoline. Absolutely no one. 6-year-old us.
Yep.
8 full grocery bags. 10-year-old me. The Wii Me's were the original Bitmojis.
The Wii Me's were such an iconic time. Just having a Wii in like the peak of Wii season, I guess, or the Wii year it was something else, man.
The orange shirt will beat you the hell up in boxing too. Who you got? I really would prefer not to see this kind of violence.
Rainbow fish. I'm sorry, hungry caterpillar. I am a rainbow fish through and through.
When the raindrop you pick on the window doesn't win the race. I'm so this sad. Old. This is why we can spot us.
It's kids nowadays play on their phones during a field trip or like during driving or whatever, and that's what we used to do. We used to just watch raindrops fall and pick which one was going to win.
Significant other from a mile away. OMG, y'all remember this. All schools were not created equally because what is this?
Yeah, what is this?
When thousands of memes flash before my eyes before I die, instead of cherished memories of loved ones and my childhood, no one. 10-year-old me looking at the camera in the supermarket. I used to hate dropping these things in class and they bounced across the whole country. Who remembers these? We all used to bite into these like they were actual burgers.
People still hand them out for Halloween. Like they're still sold in the store for Halloween.
Blow my mind. Curious George only liked him because he looks like a banana.
No way. Is that true? Can someone confirm that for me in chat? Is that actually true? Is that why Curious George liked him?
Tweet if you remember using these as a kid. I really thought I deserved a degree in mechanical engineering after plugging these in. My little brother came home from the dollar store and threw one of these at me. I just went so far back into memory lane, I got lost.
Yeah, I remember getting a few and they wouldn't pop out either. Like they were defective.
On the cold window.
Just hit different. It still hits differently.
Why are they so familiar?
Bingo! Weren't they for bingo? I used them for bingo. When your like teacher or whatever wanted to like reuse the cards, I'd use them for bingo.
What's the dumbest thing you ever did as a kid? My shining moment was when I was like 4. I put floaties on my feet and jumped into a pool thinking I would walk on water. I almost drowned. $10 as a kid versus $100 as an adult. Before cell phones and social media. This is how we all figured out where the squad was at. Me in my childhood without any reason. Those of you that had your first panic attack in one of these bad boys.
Who did this? Who had a panic attack in one of those? Or who had an adult figure in your life tell you everything would be okay? Go try it out.
Know what's up? Childhood days. Is it downloading? Checks with finger. Yes, it is. Mom, I got your nose. 2-year-old me. 6-year-old me waiting for my mom to choose what I'm going to wear after taking a bath. Me as a kid when
or your mom mom tells you can like dress yourself for school, and then when you come out, she's like, absolutely not. Go back and change. That was another classic.
I fix my toy car. Mechanic. Sure, death is scary, but remember Frank
from Cars is
Me,
scary.
Fake sleeping in the car as a kid, so I can get carried inside.
Real.
Having a kid sounds stressful. Like, how do you make sure they have just enough childhood trauma that they will turn out funny? 10-year-old me.
What do you mean just enough childhood trauma? You're like, how can I traumatize my child? Okay, check.
Sitting at the top of the stairs, listening to my parents talk smack about me.
Real.
Even about to kill me as an 8-year-old. A blanket. 10-year-old me
The
getting ready
blanket
to
always
open the
saves
door.
you.
My mom's not home. This was probably the most irrational childhood fear that I had.
Swimming in a pool and a shark being in the pool? Is this it?
What's the dumbest beliefs you had as a child? When I was 4 or 5, I swore that bird seeds grew birds, thus the name. When my parents asked me to prove it to them, I planted a pile of bird seeds. The next day, there were loads of birds where I planted the seeds, showing I was right.
Oh my
Who knows
gosh.
what this is? A teachable moment for an overly curious child in a car alone.
Is this the cigarette lighters that cars used to have? I think it is, right? Right?
Someone lighting a cigarette. Me. Why do you love pizza so much?
That.
My television as a kid. I found this in the depths of your memories. One time when I was like 11, my dad took me to an Italian restaurant and the waiter asked what my name was and I said, Sam, but you can call me Captain Ravioli.
Captain
and my
Ravioli?
dad just looked at me and said, what the fuck was that? Don't do that. And I've been chasing that high ever since.
I hope, Sam, that you are Captain Ravioli now. I hope your dreams have come true, okay?
You don't feel old yet. Here's your childhood behind a glass in a museum. No,
that was my very first console right there at the bottom, the PlayStation 1. That was my first console ever.
5-year-old me in a mall. I can only step on white tiles or I will die. An accurate representation of going from childhood to adulthood.
It just feels like overnight too. Like you're vibing, enjoying childhood, and like if you went to university, you kind of are like enjoying university life, and then bam, workforce, and you're like, bam, I hate my life.
If you don't know this problem, I feel sorry for your childhood. Sharpening a pencil at the bin was the childhood equivalent of taking a cigarette break. Bro, I had to be the dumbest preschooler out there. Threw that thing in a scroll. I didn't even realize I spent my childhood playing with the virus. I was banned from taking baths.
Playing with the virus is crazy. And then you're an adult for the rest of your life. Like, what the heck?
When I was younger, because I would use up all the bubble bath, and when confronted in the tub, I would retreat into the bubbles and tell them to schedule an audience if they wanted to meet the king of the bubble kingdom. This was a personal story I shared in
I love it here. Thank you so much for sharing this story.
All of you will be tried for death. I have no tolerance for treason in the bubble kingdom. Getting hit in the face by this ball when it was wet was mad.
Oh,
Felt like you got slapped by Wolverine. In 6th grade, I had a really big crush on this boy who had a girlfriend. So one day on AIM, I messaged him a link to the music video.
You know this is old when it goes, so one day on AIM. Yeah, you know this is ancient.
You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. Joe, if you're reading this, that was weird. My bad. How old were you when you realized recess in elementary school was the teacher's mandatory breaks, not for the students? Today years old. Things that will hit you right in the childhood.
Oh my gosh.
1. Finding out your future. Y'all ever used to go to your parents' room at night to ask to go to a friend's house and just sat there on their bed for a while, pretending like you were interested in what they were watching, but really, you were just trying to build up the courage to ask.
I actually, like growing up, like my parents never had a TV in their bedroom. Like, and I don't have a TV in my bedroom either. Like, for me, that's like I don't know, like it's like a foreign thing. I know a lot of people have TVs in their bedroom, and I'm not slandering you if you have a TV in your bedroom. It's just I'm not used to it and never have been used to it, so it's such like a foreign concept for me.
Don't have a childhood if you didn't put one of these bad boys under your legs in the pool and pretended you were surfing, and then it shoots out of the water like a torpedo
you fall on your face.
Gives you a Mike Tyson uppercut from hell. I just told a story at work about my childhood that I thought was really funny, and now everyone is super quiet and someone said, I'm so sorry. Your kid does this to your weight. What are you doing? There comes a time in every child's life when they remember a whooping. This will be the one. Who else remembers? You just took me way back.
The iPod thingies or the cyber thingies. And then they, once upon a time, used to be able to hook up to your iPads or iPods. They did not have iPads back there. We had like the iPod Nano, right?
Do you remember when this was your only problem? Who else remembers doing this as a kid? I am a sword master. Damn. After I got a whooping, I would be laying down on the floor playing with this thing with tears.
Those were different? Okay, so are those dogs the ones that literally were like, oh, you could have a pet dog? Or I think there's a T-Rex or a dinosaur version of them too, right? If I remember correctly, I think that I remember seeing a commercial for them. And then you had like the iPod dogs. I think there was a cyber dino, was there not? Am I thinking incorrectly? I think they involved.
Down my face. We really all lived the same childhood in different houses. 90s kinda sucked. Imagine being stuck in a house with no internet. Yuck. They had to put a commercial on the television that said, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? For our parents to remember we existed. We were not stuck in the house. Just check.
No, you were supposed to come home when the street lights turned on. Isn't that what all our parents used to tell us? Just checking in? Blockbuster? Hello?
Checking in. You and I used to have some wild Friday nights back in the day. The quality of this was so bad, but it really made you feel like an artist. I can feel the dryness of those markers in my bones. Getting out of your car in the 90s was like, without revealing your age, what's something you remember that if you told a younger person, they would not understand? Birthday parties at McDonald's.
Birthday parties at McDonald's in the play center. Man, we were living such a life.
Today, we'll never know how fun it was to go outside every single day with your friends and just sit here. One day, we all sat on this for the last time together, and none of us ever knew it. Mom, come outside. I got groceries. Me. I did not get this joke.
I think that's still accurate today. Whatever your first pair of shoes you find, that's the shoes you're wearing.
As a kid. No, this is how we turned on our computers in the 2000s. Grandmas be acting like drug dealers every time she wants to give us some money. When you turn the
Yes, grandma's like, come here, little sweetie, and then hands you some money sneakily, or they put it in your bag and they act like they didn't do anything.
Basement lights off and run upstairs before death consumes you. 6-year-old me trying to force two magnets even though they aren't going to stick together. Admitted, we've all done this while eating mac and cheese. Did anyone else ever pour soda into the cap and drink it like it was a shot?
Your grandma still does it? I think it's just like a grandma thing, right? I unfortunately don't have any grandmas anymore, but I think it's just a grandma thing when they it's just what they used to do. If you had a relationship with your grandma, that is.
Every monstrosity and horror I could think of. My bed. 6-year-old me. Postcard from child from camp. Not dead yet. 8-year-old.
Hi, sweetie. How camp going? Well, I'm not dead yet. Okay.
Haircuts now versus my haircut when I was 8.
The bowl cut.
Suddenly gaining self-consciousness at my 4th birthday party. Childhood secret weapon. 5-year-old me putting a ball inside my clothes. Next thing I knew, I was pregnant. A nice rock I just found on the beach. 5-year-old me. These are stronger than most relationships these days. 7-year-old me in the supermarket. Whenever I see a surveillance camera, opens a pack of chewing gum.
Everyone
the entire
wants
school. You knew it was going to be a good movie when you seen this. 90s kids know. It's true.
Look, see, there's the street light. That's what I was talking about. You had to be back before the street light.
Thousands kid. I don't know what bleeding or hoses are. All I know is pronouns and phone. 8-year-old me in the front of the mirror, trying to catch my reflection off guard. Bro, what the hell is this? I knew the car I drew in kindergarten was real. 10-year-old me after using my fingers to put on my—
Bro, oh my gosh, Deku, is that you?
Shoes. I remember those days when you missed school and you would check the time and think, they're eating right now. Doing this without any reason. When I was younger and was in the shower and this happened, I thought I was a full-blown waterbender or Aquaman. Honestly, I'm getting tired of everyone having the same childhood experiences as me. If you don't know who this is, you did not have a childhood. She was the Thanos of our childhood. 5-year-old me seeing the moon during the day. 7-year-old me realizing mum's name isn't mum. Just found the cutest bottle ever. This brings back so many memories. 9-year-old me scared something happened to my mom because she isn't back from the market yet. The real ones know what's up with these. I was always scared to drink out of this straw because I was afraid someone didn't wash it good enough.
That's a genuine fear. Look at that straw. It's hard to wash that straw.
Whenever I walk by a tree. I was today years old when I realized the Vans logo is the square root of the answer.
What?
Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. There is always that one innocent spoon in every home that you just dislike for no reason. Why do I understand this? If you did not drink milk out of a bag in grade school, you are too young for me. Am I the—
If you didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I did not drink milk out of a bag. Like, I drank milk out of a bag because I'm Canadian and we buy it in bags, but I didn't drink like single serve milk out of a bag. We always had cartons at school.
The only one who drank out of a small carton like a normal child.
know, man.
I got the squad on speed dial. Parts of a playground versus what they felt like.
Correct.
90s hoverboards. Gym class used to be lit whenever the teacher pulled
I remember getting these and then your teacher telling you not to run into each other, not to crash with each other.
out these. If you recognize this image, you are qualified for a veteran's discount. Who else used to make these? All I can hear is, can you start this for me? Y'all poke or peel these. I thought using your front teeth was the only option. What kids have these days versus what we had?
The candy
you already know
bracelet.
what season it is. These things smack in the summer. 8-year-old me pretending to smoke when it's cold outside. When mom lets you keep the change. 6-year-old me trying to invent a new color. Wait here, I will be back.
Bro, we used to be like so creative as a kid, man.
This is traumatizing. 7-year-old me standing up in the bath after holding my breath underwater for 22 seconds. This floor tile exists. How my 5-year-old brain saw this.
Yes.
8-year-old. Oops, my bad. How it looked versus how it felt. The 4 horsemen of childhood memory.
I used to do the first one all the time. I used to stab all my freaking erasers, man.
You are 10 years old and just unlocked the ability to become a turtle.
Yes.
Going down this boy, how it looked versus how it felt.
Yes.
Admit it, you have all done these things in childhood.
A ruler.
Using your ruler as a sword, trying to balance a switch between up and down, using your bed as a trampoline, closing the refrigerator only to see the light turning off. 6-year-old me at 2 a.m. debating if I should hold my piss in till the morning, or run down the hall and risk an attack from a demon. 12
Yeah, we really all just thought demons were out here living in the freaking hallways, huh?
12-year-old me at the toys section, knowing full well I'm never getting any of it. Y'all remember these.
Never,
you just
ever.
opened a deep memory that I thought didn't exist. Describe a perfect day.
There's someone on TikTok that collects them still. He's trying to go for like the full freaking collection of them. And he has a lot of them, even like the full stadium and everything. If you guys like them, I don't know what his name is on TikTok, but I'm sure you can probably find it.
7-year-old me. What adults see versus what kids see. 6th grade me coming home and opening my first.
Where's Flappy Bird? I feel like Flappy Bird is also like first gen iPod Touch. No? I remember Cut the Rope. I remember Paper Toss. Fruit Ninja was like the game. Same with Angry Birds. Now there's Angry Birds 2.
Generation iPod Touch. If you didn't learn math on this, you are too young for me.
What is this? Twist and Shout edition? What? Is this like a Bop It but for math?
I must be getting old as hell, because what is this? 6-year-old me digging in the sandbox to reach the center of the earth.
Correct.
There's not one unique experience in this video. I still think you gotta be on some voodoo stuff to work with one of
There
these.
they are!
Play, pause, volume up, down,
There
next
they
back. What's hard to
are!
understand about these controls? Burn the witch. The 4
There it
horse.
is, guys. There's our iPods that we used to know. And then we got the Nano with the screen. And then we got the iPod Touch. And then everything went to hell.
Of a 5-year-old's dream job. When mum says she will be back soon, but the cashier starts scanning the
I hate
items.
this. I hate this. I hate that. Your mom's like, be right back. I'm gonna go grab an item. And then the cashier scans almost everything. You're still sitting there like, absolutely hate that.
Throw away the cool stick I found. These smelled so bad and were probably washed once a year. Coming back to see your finished product. Best feeling.
I love that feeling.
I can still smell them. You haven't known real fur until you've tried to use one of these. I need all of my public school peeps to help me out. Did anyone else have to play a recorder in elementary school? Specifically, hot cross buns. This
I feel like a lot of people had to do this. Not everyone. I feel like a lot though.
Is real, I swear. When you stop to look at the new Lego sets for 20 seconds and then your mum disappears. When your ball gets stuck under the car. Retweet if these had a positive impact on your childhood. You could have traded this in for someone's whole lunch.
The freaking cosmic brownies. And they don't taste nearly as good now. Like, I don't know if it's just as a child they tasted way better or like they just suck now. I don't know which one it is.
Flashback to when you were a kid and your parents took you to a random event. Let's see what's upstairs.
Bro, that looks like the freaking back rooms.
Upstairs. 8-year-olds when they reach the top of this. Stick exists. Kids. Me. Smelling a scent carried by the breeze that takes me back to the happiest days of my childhood, only to be blown away in an instant. Jumping off a single step. 4-year-old saying, look what I can do.
Look what I can do.
Me being ill.
Anyone miss the step and faceplant or like just me?
As a kid, 2 minutes after parents left home, 9-year-old me running to give my dad his phone because Dave work boss is calling. When you and your friend are at your neighbor's door because you kicked your ball over the fence. 5-year-old me coming to terms with my new life as a nomad after I cannot find my mum at the store. And what sounds would you hear in the garage? Where's my fucking socket? Don't touch a motherfucking thing. Screw this car. Imaginary monster. A cool stick that I found. 10-year-old me. Kids these days will never know the hardships of each week having to overcook a fresh hard-boiled egg yolk for the computer mouse. Seeing
I was like, what do you mean by that? Because the computer mouse looked like a fresh cooked egg. Understood. So much nostalgia in this, but so much sadness that's gone. Real.
Buster getting old hit me right in the childhood feels. Kickballs that have been—
Wait, is Buster in Toy Story 5? I've never watched Toy Story. I'm so sorry. If you made it all the way to this part of the video, I'm sorry.
Stuck in the middle school gym ceiling since 2011. This was all you needed for a birthday party back in my day. Did you knock on people's doors as a kid and run away before they had a chance to answer? If so, this could be the job for you. Some of y'all didn't grow up with an older brother who would WWE chokeslam you onto your couch because he felt like it, and it shows. Why commit murder when you can have one of these? Come on, guys. I'd kill for one of those. I think you're missing the point. Let me just karate chop your ankles real quick. One of the—
Or you karate chop your own ankle. You like even fall off slightly on one of those scooters and you rip your ankles apart.
Best games of my childhood. Childhood, a time of adventure and wonder. I just heard 2 kids playing outside and one goes, I do not fear the dark side. Then the other kid goes, you should. And then I just hear a whack noise, then crying. That is the sound of child.
Sounds like childhood to me.
Happening. I might need to have a talk with my daughter, but I'm not even sure
what is happening. What is happening? She took the doll. She took the heads of her like Barbie dolls and put them in little capsules. Girl, that's a scientist in the making, surely.
The ocean. 6-year-old me in front of the TV. I've had this container since I was a kid, and it gets more depressing as I get older. Dinosaurs, markers, medicine. As a child, I had the impression that I would be offered free drugs by strangers, much more frequently than the 0 times it's happened. How schools expect us to stop bullying. You're bothering me. Please stop. Understandable. Have a great day. Yeah, breaking up is sad, but have you ever given away your childhood Lego collection? Online friendships are wild because you learn every detail of their childhood traumatic experiences and ensuing lifelong mental illness in the first week. And then 3 years later, you're like, wait, you have a dog? Kids today—
Wait, you have a dog? Or that's just online friendships. I don't know what you mean.
Are missing out on the pre-streaming era, where your childhood was at least partially defined by some semi-obscure movie your family just happened to own on tape, and you watched several dozen times. Kids these days will never know the struggle. Estimated time left, 39 years. Like this, if you still have a Beanie Baby stuffed animal that you had since you were little. 1 taught me love, 1 taught me patience, 1 taught me pain. Teacher, nobody going to lunch until everyone's quiet.
Oh my god, I hate it when freaking teachers did this, man.
Everyone shut the fuck up.
This.
Ah, yes. The stages of life.
The stages of life.
Pain, sleep. When you
I guess we're in the pain phase now.
You have no life experiences or achievements. Alex, former child, bringing back weird memories from elementary school. 8 years old nowadays have an iPhone 7 or X, but when I was 8, I had this. Whoever had a PSP when they were 8 were just as spoiled. I had it.
Does anyone still have their PSP in chat? Do you guys still have it? I never had one, but I feel like you guys probably kept a hold onto your PSP if you did have one.
PSP. I can smell this picture.
Play-Doh.
They all tried to push down every color at once.
It did not work.
Do it. Why?
I do this all the time.
Okay. The boys waiting outside to see if my mom says yes to them coming in. The ancestors of today's bath bombs, bath beads, the throne of a chief, the throne of a king, the throne of a god. 7-year-old me in the car, wondering why the moon has been following us. 6-year-old me waiting to die after I accidentally swallowed a little bit of toothpaste.
After you accidentally swallowed anything that you weren't technically supposed to.
The worst parts of my childhood. 2nd grade me walking into the Scholastic Book Fair with $7 when the same actor is live on 2 different TV channels. 6-year-old me. Yeah, you're old, but are you this old?
Oh my gosh.
When you find out your parents' names aren't actually mum and dad. How many other lies have I been told by the council? Who else had a stage in their cafeteria? I'm this old. If you remember this game, you're a legend.
Isn't this Temple Run? Is this not Temple Run? Oh my god. Give me my senior discount. God damn it.
but are you this old? It's all fun and games until you lose one piece. Some of you
And then
never got
doesn't
smacked in the
work.
face with one of these.
This is what I'm saying. You remember when I said that there's always that one kid who went too hard with these balls? That's exactly, yeah.
Younger, and it really shows. I went
Correct.
to PE one time with a stuffy nose, got hit one time, and it cleared all my sinuses. 10-year-old
Surprised your
me,
nose
after
didn't
losing my
break.
toys. Canadian Eatery puts tiny chairs around the little table that comes inside pizza boxes. My childhood dream has come true. Rare photo of a remote control from the 70s. What do you do with this? A. Pretend it's a lightsaber. B. Bonk it on someone's head. C.
Bonk it on
Try to
someone's
fold
head.
it. D. Remove the top layer. When your dad
What do you
bought
mean
you
remove the
candy
top
and now he
layer?
wants his dad tags.
Yeah.
My 4-year-old just said, Dad, why do people make up things that their children have said for social media? Isn't it just inherently dishonest and indicative of an inability to construct a compelling narrative for themselves? What we did as kids versus what we imagined when it was time
Correct.
to watch a movie in school.
When it was one of the best times ever, you saw the freaking TV getting wheeled in and you knew you weren't doing work or like very minimum work that day.
Out hiking today and came across this ancient civilization. Anybody know what era it's from? To give these bad boys out, giving the dirtiest one to the person you did not like. 6-year-old me. After all, why not? When I was a kid, every time I went to the bathroom, I was paranoid. Like, me when I was 10, pretending to be dead in the pool to see if anyone would care. 8-year-old me, when my mom made me ring people to thank them for my birthday
I hated
presents.
this,
I
but
feel sorry
yes.
for Netflix era kids. They will never know the high stakes adrenaline of running to the bathroom, fridge, bedroom in a single ad break with the beckoning call of a sibling screaming, "It's on!" to send you
Especially when it was like, I don't know, like a brand new episode or something that you were excited to watch and you wanted to watch it. I remember doing this all the time with my
to get back in
sibling.
time. In the 90s, you could say, "Excuse me," instead of "excuse me," and get a laugh. It was wild. What 5-year-olds today
probably
have,
still
what I had
could.
when I was 5. I had these
That's true. A lot of 5-year-olds do have an iPad nowadays.
sudden and shocking realization this morning that some people have never heard the "Oh, where is my hairbrush" song and don't automatically sing it in their heads
Everyone
when they're
should
looking
learn
for
it.
something. Why is there a cucumber in the shower? Because he
It's
took a shower and he
VeggieTales.
now needs to find his hairbrush, obviously. In
Obviously.
1992, I was 12. My dad and I were in the airport. I saw Joe Pesci and I recognized him from Home Alone. I went up to
Okay.
him to ask for his autograph. Joe asked me who my favorite actor was. I said he was. He handed me a crisp $100 and said, "That's the right answer. Kid.
Nice.
Scars remind us
Okay.
the past."
Stop. All these old freaking blockbusters. Nah.
No more snow days. School
Hurtful.
district replaces wintry days off with online classes. We got out of school.
There's no way. You're replacing blah blah blah. You're replacing snow days with online classes? Nah.
The right time, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah.
We are all forgetting the real forbidden snag. I cannot believe that this post clocked
Okay, I feel like I didn't eat enough of my childhood toys when I was growing up. I feel like I'm missing out. I don't know.
me. I never would have remembered biting down into the seam of these things, often splitting them in two near perfect halves. The texture was bad, the taste was bad,
What?
and yet I chomped.
Why would you do
when I
it?
was younger, I just wanted the Crayola 64-pack with the built-in sharpener, practically
That was
pooping
a
yourself
good
with
pack.
excitement when you walked into the PE hall and saw that the apparatus was out. Today's kids will never know how we were the original GPS right from the passenger side.
When you used
and
to have to
better
print
had
off
read
the
fast and
directions?
correct. Print me the MapQuest directions before we
Oh
leave.
my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, that was phenomenal. That was such a good freaking meme video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, comment down your favorite childhood meme. You can also comment down a tree emoji if you want to join on in. I always ask you guys to do this. I give you guys a little Easter egg. So do that, don't do that, up to you. But please like and subscribe and comment anyways for the algorithm. It helps me out a lot and I appreciate it a lot. I react to a whole bunch of content here on the channel. It's always a fun time. And I will see you guys all on the flip side. Goodbye, YouTube.